Alrighty, so today we're going to be looking at all of the alien references that I could find in GTA 5 story mode. I'm sure I missed some of them, so if I did, leave them in the comments down below. Thanks. Let's get started with today's list. So first off, we have the alien that is frozen in the North Yankton River. This can be seen in the mission prologue and in the mission Bury the Hatchet. However, I'm using mods here just because it's easier, but that's basically it's the famous frozen alien that everyone knows about. So we're going to start off with the more obvious ones first. Second one is in the grassroots mission with Michael. This is basically where that guy Barry gives Michael some drugs and Michael smokes it. He gets attacked by a bunch of aliens. You got a minigun and you gotta kill all these aliens, and that's basically it. But that I guess counts as an alien appearance, even though Michael probably massacred a bunch of innocent NPCs. And yeah, next up is the aliens in the mission Franklin and Lamar. Now these aren't real aliens and all, but I figured I would add them in. Basically, when Franklin and Lamar are driving through the movie studio, you can see that they almost run over some aliens. If you actually don't run any of them over, you actually get an achievement that is called something along the lines of "We Come in Peace," and you of course get that for not hitting any aliens in the movie studio. Next on the list, we have the aliens that appear in the mission Did Somebody Say Yoga. Now of course these aren't real. Again, this is just the shit Michael's hallucinating when Jimmy drugs him, and that mission, essentially what happens here is he probably gets mugged, he gets all his clothes and all his shit stolen. Essentially he got mugged, and the aliens are probably just the people pickpocketing his shit, even though this does look really creepy. But yeah, these I guess could count as alien appearances. Alright, now we're getting into the real deal. So here in Vinewood, this is a bar that has a giant UFO. This could be a reference to the bar in San Andreas that is kind of themed with UFOs and shit like that. It's called Bishop's What the Fuck or something like that. I don't know how to properly pronounce it, to be honest. But yeah, this looks to be a bar type place, and it's got a UFO on the top or something like that. And essentially that's it. It's located right here on the map if you are interested in checking it out yourself. It's really easy to find. It's on Vinewood Boulevard, and that's basically it. Moving on to the next spot that has some alien significance, whatever you want to call it. This is the Beam Me Up place. It's called Beam Me Up. It's a hippie camp type deal. It's got a bunch of hippie signs. It's got a bunch of different writings. It's really mysterious kind of in a way. I mean, it's kind of weird, but yeah, you can see right there it says Beam Me Up. It's again full of hippies, and it's got all sorts of alien references, shit like writings everywhere. It's got some symbols that I don't know what exactly they mean. I think it was discovered somewhere on the internet a few years ago, if I remember correctly. You guys can see that this place is actually in shape of a UFO. Now let's move on to the next spot. Also, I should probably mention that this is located right here next to the airfield and in Sandy Shores, next to the airfield and the prison, so it's not really that hard to find. Moving on to the next one though, this is the underwater UFO. This one is presumably an FIB UFO. It's in the northern side of the map. I forgot to record where it is while filming footage for this video, so I'm just gonna put a screenshot on the screen right now so you guys can see what it is. If you want to check out that place yourself, you will need a submarine. There is no other way to get down here because it's really deep underwater, and you will need a submarine for this. But yeah, it's essentially a wrecked on like abandoned UFO type deal, presumably the FIB one, which we'll get to more of those later on down the line in the video. And if you try to access it without a submarine, well, you're gonna die. Simple as that. Moving on, this next UFO that we have is the UFO above the Beam Me Up hippie camp, and essentially what this is an actual real UFO that could be possibly a Fed UFO, which yeah, tinfoil hats on everyone. Anyway, yeah, this one's located again, I'm gonna put a screenshot right above the hippie camp, so you really can't miss it. It's pretty easy to find, and when you get close to it, there is some sort of like glitchy effect type thing that's happening on your screen, which I don't know what's causing that, but yeah, as you can see, my helicopter was kind of dying here. It's creepy, it's cool, it's weird. Let's move on to the next one. And the next one that we have here is actually right above the Fort Zancudo military base. I'm gonna put a screenshot up again on screen right now so you guys can see where this one is. This one is a bit different. This is probably not an FIB one. I actually managed to get pretty close to it. As you can see, I actually managed to like kind of float on top of it. and my helicopter was kind of floating on top of it too. I didn't even know that that was possible, but yeah, you can get on top of this thing. As you can see, I did get launched in the air, and I think I died shortly after this or something. Oh no, I used a parachute. But yeah, this one's a bit different from the FIB one, and it's a bit more creepy looking, I'll be honest. But yeah, this one is just above the military base in Fort Zancudo. Last but not least, I certainly do think that I did save the best for last, is the one on top of Mount Chiliad. Now this one, what you need to have in order to see this UFO, stormy weather, I think. You need to have a 100% save file of the game, which I downloaded. Don't bully me, okay? I didn't 100% the game. Please don't bully me. And you also need it to be, I think, between 2 and 3 a.m. if I am correct, or maybe even a little bit after 3 a.m. Nonetheless, when you meet those conditions, you can now see on your screen, right before your eyes, another FIB UFO over here on Mount Chiliad on this overlook. I gotta say, this one's probably my favorite just because of the conditions that you need to have this. And as you can see, I did try to spawn in a buzzard here when I was gathering footage, just so I can see how close I could get to this thing, because I triggered this thing once years and years ago. I figured why not try to get close to it, but as soon as you do get close to it, it kind of starts disappearing until it completely disappears. So yeah, there's no getting on that one. The one that I could get the closest to was definitely the one at the military base. But that's probably in honesty, the most interesting one. That's probably the biggest one that everyone knows about. I saved that one for last because in my opinion it's the coolest. But yeah, that's basically it. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like on it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That would help me out a lot. And also feel free to check out my channel memberships if that's something you're interested in. Thank you so much for watching this video right here. Until next video stream, bye bye.